we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Texas. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal.
Here we go.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Just put something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Looking for, sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Hawaii. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the 1st quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Surging forward on the sneak. The Buckeyes have enough for the 1st down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Going up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They cannot believe it. A great...
Whoa, shit.
The interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Zings it complete to the right.
That's the end of the first quarter. 10, Ohio State, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got his man down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit.
God damn!
From where he made that fair catch, but it is tremendous field position for this offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 21 over Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass hits. Picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 19, set to kick it off. Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick handoff. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Hold.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Running toward the tape. At the 30. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Here's the give off the left side. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. The give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You can tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off, and it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile...
Coming.
Ball. Will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete. The defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Ohio State 14, Texas 13.
The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
That keeps the score.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Sets a kickoff.
Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
Intercept that shit.
A little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets open down the middle. Keeps the legs moving.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got some room headed to the goal line. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Things a little more comfortable after that score, and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Come on. Come on.
I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Line gets set, 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time he's got it, and they're able to get him down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.